Shotgun snap to Nix. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sending a receiver left. From the 48. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Nix from the gun. Completed to his running back.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now an inside give to Walker. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Working quickly here. Nix looking to throw. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off an excellent opening series. Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zettler all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Tagovailoa on first down. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running left, it's Elliott. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Cardinals, nothing.
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They only need 1 yard. Let's see if they choose to go for it on fourth. Trying for it, it's Elliott. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now Nix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run. Deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Walker does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Zettner all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31.
All right, come on.
Blitz coming to him. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This might be a free play for him. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Nix. Into the hands of Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Nix with it on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Getting out to his left. He breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing here, Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Panthers trying to make some noise before halftime. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Pass complete to Walker. Has some room to work. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Zettler all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Ready.
Tua setting up to throw. That'll be complete to Elliott. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Corner, long. Ready.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run here with Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals make it a 1-score game before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Zettler all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Go ahead.
Handoff running right to Elliott. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
Right back to Elliott now. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
A give on 3rd to Elliott. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Once again, Elliott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Ready. Get on.
1st down. Here's Tua. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Handoff headed left to Elliott. And they bring him down around the 34. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, 21 TA. Go ahead. Set.
Tua off the play fake. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Cardinals first down. Motioning one of the tight ends.
20 TX.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Ready. Turbo 3, kick. 21G. Out.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. On the move, headed right. He'll wind up and heft it deep right. It is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one is good, but not before it hit the left upright. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Zettler all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Throwing again, here's Tua. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Solo left Zion. Solo left side.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go ahead.
They'll run this with Elliott. Pushing for the red zone. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Yeah, ready. Side.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Arizona touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Nix with it on 1st. They did it! He made the interception! And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Get set.
Handoff here to Elliott. And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Ready. Set.
On the give, it's Elliott. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They managed just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
All right. Hey! 20, TX. Let's go. Ready, set.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that one's cut along the left sideline. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Elliott straight ahead. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Carry here for Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Hey, Turbo 1, high. Out.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He takes it himself. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Escapes out to the left. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Walker on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Walker. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So now here come the Panthers. Big moments as they go for 2. He has it. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. Zettler all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Gets this one to Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Setting up to pass. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Going with Elliott here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Second down now, 7 to go.
Step. Corner, long.
Back to throw. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
44. Ready. Hut.
Now to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Check. Hey, 21, TA. Out.
To throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Panthers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Glendale.